Hey everyone, it's Monday and that means a brand new series is just about to begin. I wanted to start this week off with a brand new series called Finding Balance. I talked to so many of mostly moms, but some dads, mostly moms who feel lost. They feel like they've kind of just lost a little tiny piece of themselves and they continue to compare what their life is right now to kind of back to when they might have been maybe a size that they loved or they felt differently, maybe before they even had children. My name is Christine Gillis from Fit Balance Coaching, and I'm really excited to have you as part of this blog series. Have you ever looked that way behind you? Have you ever been one of those people who is constantly looking behind you? What's going to happen if you're moving forward, but yet you're looking back? You're going to fall. Right? You're going to stumble and you're going to find things in your life that are always going to trip you up. And what I find when I talk to people is that they're always looking at what used to work. They look at programs that maybe they've done in the past that worked and then they kind of gave up on. They've looked at successes that they've had and they look back at what their life was like then instead of looking at what their life is like now. So this series is all going to be about how we can just simply find balance. And I'm going to give you tips and tricks that you can do with your everyday mundane activities like clearing the dishwasher, doing your laundry, making your beds, making lunches. I loathe making lunches. All the things that we have to do because our household depends on them, and the things that we use as reasons. I want you to stop calling them excuses. When I talk to people and we talk about health and fitness goals, and they follow their goals up with all the reasons why they're really busy, and then they're really quick to defend themselves and say, I know they're just excuses. Here's the thing. What makes your life function and go round cannot be considered excuses, right? Your kids are busy. They have soccer, hockey, ringette, whatever activities your kids are in, Boy Scouts, Sparks, Brownies, whatever it is that your kids are super involved in, those aren't excuses, right? Being tired is not even an excuse because you are legitimately tired because you get to the end of the day and you think there's no possible way I can pour myself anymore into me. And so when you think of yourself as giving excuses, they're reasons. They're just simply reasons. So if we keep looking over our shoulder and looking for the things in our past that maybe define who we are today, instead of doing that, we have to come up with strategies to look forward into the future and operate from like a now standpoint. So finding balance is all about living harmoniously with the chaos, juggling those balls and kind of keeping however many you can in the air. We're going to talk about making to-do lists. We're going to talk about making lists at the end of the day of things that you actually did get accomplished. And we're going to try to make sure that health and fitness of some capacity, whether it's just stopping, meditating, gratitude practice, maybe getting some exercise in, if it's sunny where you live, getting out and getting some exercise in the sunshine. If it is getting to bed earlier, drinking more water, all of the things that we can do to start to lean into a healthier lifestyle, because otherwise we are really stuck in our ways. We feel like life has this umbrella over us. It makes us feel like we have absolutely no control over the things that are actually very controllable. But we are all so guilty of listening to that voice inside our brains that tells us that we can't do it unless this happens. We can't be successful unless these things are organized. We can't execute this plan unless all of these little boxes are ticked off. And that mom guilt that sets in. Yesterday was Mother's Day, right? But I mean, the thought of sleeping all day and doing nothing because it's Mother's Day just doesn't work, right? I mean, maybe we got to relax a little bit. I certainly did. But it's like we want to take a day like yesterday and do it guilt-free because it's Mother's Day. But what about living our life guilt-free because we're simply giving ourselves the time to balance what we can, living harmoniously amongst the chaos, and making sure that there's some time set aside for reading, taking a bubble bath, talking to friends, journaling, putting really happy, positive thoughts in so that we can exude that confidence that we want to. So join me over the next couple of days for this series called Finding Balance. And I will be sharing the blog posts here. Have a great day. Finish.